Good evening, everybody. This is Aryan Kumar Singh, a junior AppSec engineer by profession. And today I'm gonna just explain you how I got this fair skin. And trust me, all the methodologies which I will suggest in this video will remain natural. Nothing synthetic, nothing man-made, nothing third-party medicines at all. So I got a sudden, you can say, blush or charm in my skin, especially face, when I was in third year of my college. And I know it may sound silly to you, but it is Lord Krishna behind my fairness. So I'll tell you the whole story. So it was by reaching to the third year of my college, I started exploring about spirituality, and there I found that I had a keen interest towards Lord Krishna, and there is a global organization named International Society for Krishna Consciousness, ISKCON. So ISKCONian peoples, the basic you can say essence of this organization was to grab peoples and make them chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra daily, follow some basic we can say Vedic principles in their daily lifestyle, like no meditating, no abusing, all the basic stuffs which are fundamental to a good human. And by the end of their life, they must have to reach Golok. So they are, you can say, as a training institute who train peoples to be eligible for a higher dimension, which is called as Golok. Golok is where Lord Krishna resides with all their devotees. So that was the main philosophy of ISKCONians. And since I had a keen interest towards Lord Krishna, I decided to join their campus and explore all sorts of spiritual materials they have. By exploring those spiritual materials, or that 10-month duration of my spiritual journey, I decided, okay, how to trust ISKCONian peoples? I mean, they are telling me about some God and higher dimension stuffs. How can I trust them? So there might be some level of communications via which we can communicate to Lord Krishna, right? So I thought, okay, maybe Lord Krishna is a very high God that he won't even think of a small individual like me. So what Lord Krishna can do in order to verify his philosophies, I am chanting his name. I am following all sorts of bhakti steps towards him. So in return of this, my investment, Lord Krishna can at least give me fairness. So it's like if I don't do anything related to my skin, but still I got fairness, I will understand Lord Krishna is listening to me. Lord Krishna is listening to my mantras. Okay, so that was a very basic verification step I defined so that Lord Krishna can respond to me. And fortunately or unfortunately, whatever you say, it got happened as I expected. So Lord Krishna replied. I suspected a sudden shift inside my whole body skin, making me fair from dark. And thereafter, I, to some extent, believed in Lord Krishna and their philosophies, but that was a very, you can say, off concept from this video. All I wanted to say is, ISKCONian peoples, my devotion towards Lord Krishna is one of the key factors which made my skin fair. So I know it's not a practical step for you guys, so I'm here to give you practical steps. So let's move forward to practical steps of having a fair skin. So the first step is wash your face 2 to 3 times daily. So by doing this thing, so washing your face is the first practical step I will suggest to anyone who's looking for a fair skin. So the recommended threshold by science is max to max 3 times daily. So what strategy I used to follow is during summers, I wash my face 3 times a day, and during winters, I wash my face twice daily. The second strategy is trying to live in a cool atmosphere. I know it may be difficult for some students, but if you have AC or coolers in your room, trying to live as much as possible in those cool rooms. So why? It's because you probably know it. If you are in a cool environment, you probably won't sweat at all, and rest of the metabolic body function will remain as usual. There would be no stress related to summer heat and etc. etc. You know all this stuff. So you just trying to be in as much cool environment as possible. Even if you don't have AC or coolers in your room, you can stay on the rooftop when it was night. So you have to think some strategies related to it. All you need to remember is trying to live as cool environment as possible. The third strategy is to avoid direct sunlight exposure. This is a very important thing. Sunlight is the thing which you can say as a villain to our skin. I know sunlight provide a lot of benefits too, but I also think on the other hand that the foremost disadvantage sunlight has is to degrade our skin. So avoid sunlight as possible. I know it may be difficult for some students or some general viewer watching this, so they were like their whole daily routine is designed something like they have to go inside sunlight in order to perform their daily operations, but trying to avoid as much as possible. So for if you take my example, I'm a software engineer and most of my life spent around my room only. Even I rarely used to step out of this room. So it's like I am coding all the day, and the first 8 hours of my day will go to studying computer science. And computer science, you all know that we study this subject inside laptop mostly. So my overall lifestyle is designed in such a way. I mean, I haven't designed it or whatever you can say. I haven't designed it, or it got designed by me subconsciously. But whatever it is, my whole lifestyle is something like I rarely go in sunlight at all. The second last strategy is live in a cool region. It is something similar to the second strategy, that is what I was told to live in a cool atmosphere. But what is different inside this strategy is I am telling you to shift into a cool region as soon as possible. So if you want a fair skin, I mean, out of my whole points, I think this is the most impractical one for many of you, and I know it. But why am I telling this point at first place, despite knowing all these things? So it's you can relate it to something like, okay, this strategy is not applicable to me right now, but maybe in future when I have a plenty of options to work on this company, that company, those companies, I will choose a company which is situated in a cooler region like Bengaluru, or some mountain areas like Ranchi, or whatever it is. You can imagine all the hilly areas and perfect. So it depends on individuals, right? Someone is, for example, studying in abroad and he was looking at a very high level that, okay, which country will be right for me? So I will suggest him to look for cooler countries like Denmark, Greenland, to US, so that he can work there without the need of ACs and other dust producing stuffs. The last strategy is clean shave every week. This is the most practical, I think, strategy out of my whole points. So you have to, I mean, just look at someone who has a full beard and someone who is clean shaved. I mean, maybe I was being biased towards clean shave here, and that's maybe because I prefer to be in a clean shave, which you can see. But whatever it is, I mean, what I think is a man who is clean shaved automatically looks more fair in terms of skin and body color as compared to a beardy man. So why? Because I think of this thing something like a mathematics. If you have large amount of black colors, which is hair in your face, automatically your whole impression of the face becomes black. I know it's a very vague or foolish thing to explain, but you have to think something like it. Like, I practically felt myself to be more fair when I clean shave my. So it's like I look into the mirror. Okay, I am feeling some a little birdie right now. So why don't I shave it? After shaving, I feel like my skin got more charm by those blades of shave, whatever I can say. So my thinking is goes something towards in that direction. I believe that clean shave peoples look comparatively more fair than black birdie peoples. So if you like, you can also implement this strategy too. So these are all 4 to 5 strategies from my side. If you want a fair skin, obviously you have a lot of one out there inside internet, like apply this thing, apply that thing. There are plenty of stuff regarding fairness, but from my own intelligence, these are key and natural ways you can, or anyone can, have a fair skin. Thank you.